So welcome to Between Two Amy's. I don't even know what podcast number we're on. We should have.
Are we keeping count?
Well, normal podcast people do.
Oh, so we can have like a birthday or something when we hit a year.
I know it is January is our birthday.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you introduce our guest today.
Okay.
We got big things going on at OPELIKA we're totally excited about, but go ahead.
Big things. This is Jen Slocum, excuse me, I'm sorry. She's with...
hadn't even had wine yet.
Slocum. And she's with Martha's Trouble. I'm sure you've heard of them, her and her husband, Rob. And they are here to tell us about a really exciting big news for OPELIKA on Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, we started a festival called OPELIKA Songwriters Festival. And it's happening this next weekend, which is hard to believe that it's already here.
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. First of all, that is a huge undertaking.
Yes.
I mean, did you just dream it up?
How long have you been?
I mean, that's a lot of work.
It is. I don't know if we would have maybe done it had we known how much work.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the beauty of like jumping into something. Like for us, we kind of just jump in.
I have that issue
force,
too.
Dive right in.
Dive right in there, and we didn't realize how much work, but it's been great. It's been really received by everyone really well. Everyone seems to be really excited about it.
We need something like this.
Yeah,
I've been saying it forever. I feel
Yeah.
like Auburn OPELIKA, especially OPELIKA's downtown, which is such a perfect place to hold something like this.
It is.
We've needed something like this for a long time.
Well, cool. Well, that's how we feel too, and I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Well, explain to us exactly what it is.
So, so if, some people think, okay, Songwriters Festival, is that just for songwriters?
Right.
No. It's a chance to really get to listen to songwriters perform. So maybe, there's, songs that you've heard before, people cover the songs, but you don't really know the writers behind it.
That's right.
This is a good opportunity to, hear some great performers, great writers. We've got some really great names in our lineup. We've got really 40 artists that are playing. Which
I saw that. That's a lot. That's why I'm going. You did. That's a lot. I did one little party for the Lee County Association of Realtors, and that was not 40 people. I had to get. I mean, that was a lot of work for me.
A lot of schedules, a lot of scheduling. But yeah, so we've got, anything from the headliners, which is Sean Mullins is one, which we're really excited about.
I'm so excited about
Dan Navarro, Kim Ritchie. There's just so many to name, but yeah. So it's them, it's regional artists, and it's our local artists too, because we have such a great community,
a lot of talent here,
songwriters here and performers. So so it's basically we're doing it in 6 venues throughout downtown OPELIKA, and basically the shows will happen simultaneously. So you might see someone at 6 o'clock at Irish Bread Pub, and then at someone different at 8 o'clock at Sneak and Dawdle, and then a 10 o'clock show at the Resting Pulse. So you can kind of jump around to different venues.
Yeah, you've got almost everybody on board with this downtown. It's going to be just one big, beautiful outdoor musical party, and I love that.
Yeah.
And I was noticing on here, so you've got all the scheduling that if you want to look up every artist that's going to be there,
Right.
everything is on the website, either Facebook or on the actual website, which I don't want to get wrong, which is OPELIKASongwritersFestival.com.
Yes.
And you can see who's playing which stage and wherever the stage is, like Sneak and Dawdle, wherever. And, it's quite impressive.
On there. Thank you.
It is. I'm proud of you. I really
Thank
am.
you.
And the days are, it's a 3-day event?
It is. So Friday, it starts on the Friday, which is the 24th, and then it goes Saturday. During the day, there'll be some things going on. Not only will we have a lunchtime round, we'll have opportunities for writers to come to a workshop that Dan Navarro and Cliff Eberhard are doing at at our studio at the Sound Wall. So we kind of have something for them too, and people, if they're not attending the festival and they want to join a workshop, they can sign up for that online too. So there's 2 workshops happening on Saturday. And then, Saturday night starts at 6 o'clock. And then, yes, it ends on a Sunday. We're doing like a brunch and a round with Sean Mullins, Kim Ritchie, and Dan Navarro.
Oh, wow.
I think that's the
That's
three.
it. That's
the round
the
at
grand
end.
finale.
Yeah, that's the grand finale.
But is Sean playing before that? Because I have.
He is Saturday night.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, you'll get to see him Saturday night. He's
So
not playing Friday night, but he is on Saturday night. So.
Okay, and you can buy like a pass for the whole weekend that will include your brunch on Sunday, right?
Yes.
Or you can buy it per day, and it gets you access to all the stages, right?
Exactly.
You just get like a wristband
Get
or
a wristband.
okay, you get a wristband, and that'll allow you to go in and stay as long as you want, move around, however you want to do it.
Yeah, and the reason we kind of picked different venues is, if you want to, get a cocktail at John Emerald, you can go there and listen to music and drink, what your choice of beverage there. If you want something to eat, you can go to Irish Bread Pub or Mafia's, So there are different opportunities to kind of, whatever, you want to do. So you're not really stuck at one place, which is nice, So you kind of get to, kind of.
Are there any like outdoor venues that you're doing?
Well, we're using Resting Pulse as our outdoor venue this year. We were hoping to do an outdoor stage in the space beside the depot.
Yeah.
And we were, it's kind of a bigger vision, I guess. Without kind of really knowing how many people we're going to have, it's really hard to plan for that. So this year we're being a little conservative on, people coming, and so we're putting our main stage there at Resting Pulse.
I would imagine that if you put a lot of time and money into an outdoor stage or outdoor venue and it rains or storms, you're taking a big risk.
Exactly.
So,
it's Saturday in the South, and we just got ready.
You never know.
Storms.
That's right.
And so, I think it's, I love being outdoors, and with Opelika being as set up the way it is, you can go each place so easily. You're going to be plenty of time outside. And I'm sure the music will just play into the streets.
Yeah, and Resting Pulse has that outdoor space.
We haven't been
which
there.
is really cool.
I'm a big supporter now of Opelika downtown. I love it. Amy will tell you that I love it. I'm a big fan of Sneak and Dawdle and all that kind of good stuff. So but I haven't been to Resting Pulse because it just opened.
It just opened.
So
it's brand new. So it's very nice. They jumped right on board when we we're kind of like, oh, we might need another space instead of this outdoor stage, and so they were great on at jumping in at the last minute. So but yeah, it's really cool. It's a great spot out there. It's not it's partially covered, but it's basically open, and just a wide area. So we're going to put a big stage out there, and that's where Sean Mullins will be. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Where are you getting the tickets?
Yes.
Like the day of.
So the day of, we will have a box office open. Actually, our box office and merch hub is at Studio 319.
Okay.
Which we love.
Yep.
Get a lot of earrings there. So it'll be open during the day, Friday, like early, I believe, at like 4 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock. And then, so if you don't get them online and you want to, come get them in person, you can get them there the day of. Otherwise, yes, online is the best place to do it. Like you mentioned, OPELIKASongwritersFestival.com. They have all the options on there for ticket and prices and schedule and the artists and all of that. So
when do you play?
So yes, we know people. So we were like, we'll have to get in on this too. So we play Saturday at Resting Pulse at 6. We're going to be one of the first acts going on.
There we go.
That night. So yeah.
Well, that's
just one. We just a lot of the artists are playing multiple time slots and venues, but for us, we're like, we have to do at least one, but I think any more than that would be crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean, and you say, well, she just said earlier, well, we decided not to go that big this year. I'm like, what? 40?
Right. Not that big.
3-day 40. I'm like, that's a lot, but it's awesome.
A lot. It is.
Kudos to you guys.
Well, it was fun. I mean, a lot of it has been a huge undertaking, but it's interesting to me, kind of now knowing how much planning it takes. When we're looking at all the artists, I had we basically put like sheets of paper on the wall and wrote sticky notes, for all the artists, wrote all the time slots, and it was just this big pile of like sticky notes everywhere. And so it's like scheduling them all. It took 3 days. It took 3 days of planning, and my brain was just like
narrow down the list.
Yeah, well, and just the scheduling of it all, like because of the different venues and then the different time slots, and then because you don't want a headliner to be on at the same time as some other, competing too much. So it kind of all has to flow, and so there'll, just so everyone knows, there was so much thought put into the schedule.
No, I'm sure
hopefully everyone will enjoy it.
How long has this been in the making?
Well, actually, Rob and I, at the beginning of the year, every year is kind of like our time to step back. The year gets so crazy with the holidays, ending, and you're just like, take a breath. So we always do our planning, in January. And so it really came out of like just kind of like just time to think about what we wanted to do for the year. And that was something that we had kind of thought of in previous years, but never felt like it was the right time. So this year we're like, let's do this. And, we reached out to AO Tourism just to kind of get, since they have such a great pulse on our community, we reached out to them kind of like feeling them out. Like, what do you think about this? And they were so excited, and they're like, anything we can do.
That's
so
great,
they've been really helpful.
Yeah,
with
that's awesome.
all the advertising and stuff like that. It's been really, really nice. So basically, when we got the kind of green light kind of from them, just as far as like, I think it'll be good here. We're like, okay, let's do this. So it really, for like planning a festival, it's not a lot of time.
No, yeah, you did good. That's only since January till May.
We did pretty good.
January.
Yeah. We did pretty good.
We did.
Because we were afraid, to be honest, that we wouldn't get enough writers.
Yeah.
We wouldn't get it because, being a performer, we know how like people book up so far in advance. So we were like a little nervous about, well, we'll see if we can get some writers, and then maybe we'll see if it's going to work. And of course, we had more than we've been having to turn people down already,
Wow.
which is
Incredible.
it's a good problem.
That is a good problem.
And it just makes it exciting for next year. To look forward to, like,
can go
okay,
ahead and
now
start
we can start
planning.
growing and planning and actually have more time to spend really working on it.
Are they going to have, I have a question, because people are going to ask this, because I know, because everybody always will ask me the most random things. I saw your podcast. Are they going to have food trucks? I mean, that's random.
Oh, really?
I will get that question.
Okay.
That's
not a random question.
Are you going to have food trucks?
We are not
Okay.
this time.
See, people know food
So
trucks.
no,
There's plenty of restaurants.
There are
Yes,
plenty
there
of
are.
restaurants.
And that's, again, like, and maybe that, in the years to come, we'll include that as well. But we just thought, we do have great restaurants downtown. And
Yes.
Mafia's, too, has that outdoor patio.
Yeah.
And so we're having music on that, on the patio. And
that'd be
so,
nice.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely have a lot of options. But, I mean, we do have some great food trucks in the area.
We do.
right?
I know. And I don't know why people have been associating food trucks at night with downtown.
festivals and
Yeah,
downtown.
they do.
Sure.
I guess it
So
kind of
that's
makes
where-
sense.
Yeah.
Late night food, snacks, whatever, quick and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of good restaurants.
But the restaurants down there, too.
And
So-
it'll be great for their business. So you guys
Absolutely.
get out and support that.
Yeah,
How much are
especially
tickets?
for Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Most people, are afraid of Memorial Day because
Yeah.
people leave town. For us, we're usually here, so we're like, we need something
Let's
for us to do.
Yes, bring
and
something
bring
here.
people,
Yes.
to come to the area. So we've already got a lot of people coming from out of town, which is nice. And of course the ones that aren't leaving and live here, we'd love for them to come.
Right.
So
So
yeah.
Well,
How
Amy
far-
and I, we're going to be there because we're not going anywhere.
I'm not going to be anywhere.
Good.
I'm going to be
Yay.
here.
Well,
I'm not going
Wells
anywhere.
needs to go. He loves music.
Awesome.
Definitely. So
Awesome.
we're losers that don't
Well,
have a beach
Whatever,
house.
Amy. Speak for yourself.
No.
We're gonna be around.
That's
That'll be
awesome.
awesome fun. How much are tickets?
Well, they start at different prices.
Okay.
All the pricing's online. I think a day pass is like we're doing a sale right now, so I think it's like $50-$60 for a day pass. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, with all the things that we're working on, you'd think
Right.
I would remember
Well, no, that's okay.
that part of it.
I saw, real estate. I don't know. You what?
Yeah, sometimes I brain fart on an
that
address. I'm like, where is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
You mean the house that's 300 or the one that's 400?
Hey,
I
give me
don't
the
know.
clue. Does it
Yeah.
have pink shutters?
So-
Then I know that one, but I don't know the address.
I know. I mean, I've been like ordering, all the the wristbands and the lanyards and
all
the
that
step and repeat
All the little
stuff
things.
and all those little things. And so, so my brain is a little maxed
She's
out.
gonna-
so-
She's thinking about my robot.
Oh.
No, I was going to ask you, how far-reaching is this? Are you bringing people from, all over surrounding areas,
Yeah.
surrounding states? How
Like the
far-
artists that
Yes.
are coming, they're across the states and Canada.
Wow.
So yeah, they're.
You're from Canada,
I
right?
am. So we had to bring
isn't that
bring
nice?
another Canadian artist. in.
Canadian.
And Rob's from Canada?
He's not
No?
originally. We lived there.
Okay.
For quite a few years together, but no, he was born in Nashville actually.
Oh, cool.
But his family moved around a lot when.
So how
he
did
was
you guys
growing up.
meet then?
They're the cutest couple. I know you said that a lot, but y'all are really cute.
Aw.
And you've been together a long time, too.
We actually just had our 23rd wedding
Wow,
anniversary.
congrats. Yay.
I can't make
Maybe
I
one
made
day.
it to 3.
Maybe one day. Wait,
So
add them
that's
all
a good
up.
accomplishment.
It is. It's a big deal.
So,
Well, that's...
but yeah, we're we met in Houston, Texas, actually, and my family had moved down there just for a short period of time. I went with them. Rob was coming out of college.
Was it because you were tired of the snow?
Yes,
So tired of the
snow.
snow.
All that snow.
A lot of snow.
Yes, it was very. Actually, I feel like the older I get, the less I miss Canada just because of the weather. Like
Sure.
I do miss it quite a bit, but the weather is definitely more appealing down here. I'm like, the heat's not so bad.
Yeah,
when
you've
you're
adjusted,
sweating.
right? Yeah.
It's so bad.
Buckets,
Yeah,
sweating buckets. Off
Oh,
of
it's not so bad.
you.
But yeah, we met in Texas and started playing music together, and we were trying to put a band together, and it never ended. We never really got any other people, so it just ended up the two of us. So we're like, let's make this work. So we started playing as a duo, and just made that our lives for 10 years. Playing full time, living in a van,
Really?
playing across the country, and
I love that.
That's cool.
That is cool.
so it was fun.
Were
It
you
was,
Martha Trouble then?
Mhm.
How'd you come
Yeah.
up with that name?
So we got it from a story in the Bible about Martha and Mary, the two sisters. Martha was hanging out at Jesus' feet one day, and Mary was, wrong way. Mary was hanging out at Jesus' feet. Martha was kind of running around doing busy stuff, and one of the versions says, Martha was troubled, and because Mary was kind of not doing anything, and for us, it was kind of, we wanted something, a name that kind of was a reminder to us to stop and smell the roses, as they say. So we picked
love
kind of
that.
just
Yeah, that's great.
about that story. So
That's been you've had that name for a long time.
we have, yeah, since we've been married, really. So
That's a good
So that's a
story. I
long-
love
yeah.
it. You guys write a lot of your music.
we do, yeah. We've been writing together since the beginning, and so yeah, we've been. I think we have like 10 records.
That's awesome.
And 10 records, 2 kids, a studio, and
Well,
3
I wanted
dogs.
to ask you about your
3
studio.
dogs.
'Cause
Yeah, the sound wall.
The sound wall.
Yeah.
Tell everybody a little bit about what that is, because that's been within the last couple years.
it has been. It's very new.
And it's a super cool space. So y'all know.
We took a Victorian home, historic home downtown Opelika, and it was, falling apart basically. I mean, it had no windows, no doors, no
I think
HVAC,
it was, what,
no-
1890s?
It was
How old was
early
it?
1900s.
Early 1900s.
Yeah, so
okay.
1906, I believe
Okay.
it was built. But yeah, it was almost condemned by the city. It was just kind of in that bad of a shape. But we'd been looking for space for, to put a studio, kind of just rehearsal space just to get out of the house. We had done a couple projects in our house, and then of course rehearsing with the kids and the dogs, and you get distracted easily. So we were like, it'd be nice just to have some space, and so we had been looking for a couple years, at warehouses and places, just cool spaces that would be good creatively, and nothing really panned out until we went to look at this house, and it had just been like reduced, and so we're like, oh, light bulb went off. Maybe we'll,
Be a project,
it'd be
but
something
yeah.
we could. I I don't know. Anyways, we went to look at it, and really it was like both of us just saw what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we just both had a vision for it, and just fell in love with it. And again, putting those goggles on, I think we didn't realize how much work it
was going to be.
I wear goggles a lot.
Yeah.
Really big
Wine
goggles.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. So we definitely were like, oh, this will be awesome. And we were just excited and kind of could see the potential of it. Of course, you know, like I said, we look back now and we're like, wow, what did we see? Like,
look how far we've come.
You know, when people were like, oh, really? You're wow, good for you. You're working on, you know, we're like, oh, yeah, it's fine. And then, yeah, we're like, yeah, that was a lot. But it turned out really amazing. It took 2 years to renovate, but yeah, we got it going.
And you use it now for like...
We use it now kind of like for a bunch of different things, actually. So it's a recording studio first, but we also use it for, you know, like a rehearsal space. We use it for a lot of events. We have artists, you know, come in. It can hold about 50 people, so like an intimate show we'll do in there. We do a monthly supper club, which you guys need to come
fun.
to.
I love it.
Yeah, those have been a lot of fun. We bring in a chef. We have a table of 12 that we seat, and you just buy a ticket to the table, and then the chef prepares the meal, you know, in front of you, and kind of, you know, does something different every time where, you know, he's inspired by a certain thing and kind of, you know, builds a menu around that.
But they call that like a pop-up chef, pop-up dinner?
Yeah,
kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Pop-up dinners.
Yeah.
And what's great about it is, to be honest, like, you know, sometimes you have people that want to book it as a group, but a lot of times it's just either a couple or even like singles coming for it. And you get to meet new people that you wouldn't necessarily have met before.
That's cool.
So they, you know, we've already gotten people develop these really sweet friendships through it.
And you've got a Facebook page for that too, right?
Yeah, the sound wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all that information is on there about the supper clubs. And
do you have the
all
same
events.
chef for each supper club? Or
Not always, but we have used Chris Wilton from Wilton's Catering quite often. He's done such a fabulous job, and you know, I think with some of the chefs, sometimes it's hard if they have a restaurant to kind of get out of the restaurant and do it somewhere else. You know, so we have had guest chefs in to do that, but it's a little more challenging. And you know, Chris does a great job, and you know,
we need to get
that is fun.
It's a lot of fun.
I
And then
love
you
that.
just bring your own drink. So
I like
you
that
bring
too.
a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Too.
Speaking of.
Oh, speaking
Yeah.
of, yes,
What do we have
I opened
here?
this up early, and so I actually got this at Kroger because I was in the Sauvignon Blanc mood because it's a little bit warm outside.
It is.
And I always, because, you know, I am who I am.
I like to know your
the somber
opinions.
comes out. But I always buy my Sauvignon Blanc from either New Zealand or Australia because they have the best Sauvignon Blanc, in my opinion.
Okay.
But today, this was $17. But with your Kroger card, here I am, $11.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
so
saved.
and it's very good actually. It's not
Okay,
too
so
because
where
some
is
of
this?
them
Is
can
this
be very.
Australian or-
This is New Zealand.
Okay, close
Yeah.
enough. Whatever.
And some of them can be very, very grapefruity. I mean, like your grapefruit out. This one is not so much, so I like it.
I didn't think so. I tried it and I didn't think it was too grapefruit at all. I'm gonna try it again.
Try it again. Try it again.
I was wondering if you actually drank out of those cups.
Of course,
Yes,
you do.
actually,
It's got
we do.
lipstick
Those are
on
great. They're great. I'll have to try mine too.
Yes, try. I gave you an Elvis one.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Appropriate.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not
Cheers.
getting a lot of grapefruit, but
That's really good.
it's definitely more flavorful.
It's
than
grapefruit,
I expected.
girl.
That's great. I'm getting grapefruit.
it?
Yes.
I mean, I get citrus, but not like the.
You should get citrus. What do you get? You should get grapefruit, some lemon. You get lemon? Okay. And
Yeah,
some
but
green
I feel
apple,
like-
maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, no, I don't think it's like grapefruity like you were saying.
No,
like, I'm not getting the
Kim
overkill.
Crawford
Right.
Sauvignon Blanc, when I can only have one glass of that because it's like, and then I taste like
That
it's
kinda
too much. That's what I mean.
grapefruit
I love
taste.
it for one. Maybe,
One glass.
because it's a lot.
I gotcha. Well, I have one question real quick before we wrap it up, if we
Okay.
do.
Are you gonna let me sing?
Oh, yeah, we're going to end with that. That's the grand
Oh,
finale.
okay. Nice. I'm
You should do a duet. You should do a duet. Just sing really loud so you can drown her out. So you posted a video. Where did it go? Okay. Of a child who's playing Now, I'm not a musician.
She's not like me, like a musician.
No musical talent whatsoever. I'm not familiar with instruments. I'm like, it makes noise. It's an instrument, whatever it is. But this... Oh, I think it's still connected to my speaker. Let's see. Sorry about that.
We don't technical difficulties. Wells, can you fix it?
Hold on. Here it
There
is.
we go. Yeah.
It'll pick up on this mic though. Hold on, let me do this. And if you can see the video. This is he looks like he's 10.
I think he's 11 or 13. I mean, he's young.
Will he be there?
He's gonna be there.
Nice.
Yeah, he's like a guitar prodigy. Like, yeah.
Now that's called a steel guitar, right?
Yeah.
Or a slide guitar?
Look at
Steel
him.
guitar. But
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And his name was Jack
Barksdale, I think.
Barksdale.
Mm-hmm.
Is he from our
I think
area?
he's from Texas.
Okay.
That is so cool. And it says that you can see Jack Barksdale Friday at 9:15. It's way past his bedtime. That's way
It's
past
not
his
a school
bedtime.
night.
It's not a school night. Mom, it's not a school night. At
Probably summer
9:15.
break too. So you're just, gosh, what a strict mom.
No, it's almost summer break. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. What am I going to do all day?
I know.
Oh, okay. So 9:15 on Friday at Sneak and Dawdle, and then 11:30
Yeah, see, he's playing
11:30
late.
at night
party!
Yeah, he's playing
on
late.
Saturday the next day. So he's going to take a nap probably
Yes.
from like 8 to 9, and then he'll be ready to go. But he's playing 11:30 at Irish Bread Pub. So that is very, very, I mean, I'm super impressed. That is
It's
fun to see.
Really good. It would be fun to see.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be amazing. And yeah, on Saturday night, the concerts go. The last set starts at 11:30 in the other venues. So I think Sean Mullins plays at like 10:30.
Oh, Lord,
There
that's
you
a
go.
little bit out of my bedtime.
So
I'm
after
going to stay
10
awake.
o'clock, yeah. So you can have a nap during the day.
Yeah,
too.
you take your nap too. You and Jack, and then you go up there.
Yeah.
Oh, I am.
So yeah, after Sean's set, there's a few venues that have some late night shows. So yeah, you can catch music all night long.
Well, I'm
So.
super proud of you, and I can't wait to go and be a supporter.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing this to our area.
Thanks. Well, thanks for
Because-
having me on to talk about this.
and let me
I
sing my
appreciate it.
song.
Oh yeah. What you got?
Go ahead and mute your.
I'm not gonna really sing, but
Everybody
we were
knows-
discussing. I was like so excited about Sean Mullins being in town because I've seen him a lot, and in Philly mainly, in Atlanta once I think. But so they don't remember Rockabye or anything. So that's what's like put on
Lullaby.
Rockabye.
But he says rockabye in
Yeah,
the
it's
song.
called
Yes.
Lullaby, but
It's
yeah.
called lullaby.
Yes.
Mhm.
I call
I'm
it-
such
I
a big
call it-
fan.
I call it Rockabye.
Well, he sings it a lot. I mean, that would make
He's
sense.
got a lot of good songs because he can tell a story in a song like
can.
no other. It's freaking
He
amazing.
can, yes.
And you just sit there like, it's
yeah,
awesome.
we've been fans of his for such a long time, and so it's really cool to get to have him come in and join the first festival like this.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'll be there. You're not going to let me sing
Are
it?
you ready to sing?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I'm feeling it. Jen has never heard me attempt to sing. Because
I have it.
it's
This
no,
would be
it's not good.
interesting.
Well, you got to get it. Everyone's gonna be all right. Rockabye. We're gonna wait. See, I don't know these words. Like, you have to let him sing a
This is
song.
the live
But
version,
you guys,
so maybe
this was
not.
when was he like at his peak? Probably in the 90s.
Yeah,
This
like-
song was, for sure.
Yeah, late 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s. Yeah,
And he's from Georgia, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. He writes some great Southern songs.
yeah.
I love
I
it.
just love his voice.
Yeah.
I know.
It's deep. You can
So
just
good.
sit there.
So I
and
know
just
he writes a
chill.
lot of songs.
Here we go. Let's hear it.
Here's your part. I think.
Oh, so close. Another verse. Here we go.
Oh, just
He
kidding.
keeps on going. He's got
Just
a couple
kidding.
other
More
ones that I can.
more
I've
storytelling.
talked to you about those before. But
Yeah.
it's don't turn
Oh.
them off yet. I gotta hear just one little thing.
hear
I'm
that
sorry.
chorus.
I'm sorry.
It's
It
coming.
makes me happy.
It's coming.
And then
Maybe she should join you.
Do you think he'll let me like shake his hand or something? Get my picture taken?
Yeah, for sure.
So here we
I
go.
sing every
rockabye.
Wells is like,
Rockabye. I'm so like, just so like, Sean Mullins, I love you. You helped. Yeah, now it's your turn.
Good. No, I'm good.
I hope I didn't scare anybody from going on the weekend. All right, but so it's such a chill vibe, and I love it.
It is so good.
And it doesn't matter if you can sing or not. Music is supposed to make you happy.
Yeah, we don't. We need listeners and appreciators just as much as
And that's
people.
what I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So.
Wells will tell you. As he said, he's my musician.
Oh,
And
cool.
oh, you play?
he-
What do you play, Will? Wells? Will.
I play a lot. I can play like 4 different instruments.
Nice.
They're all
Did you
brass.
pass along your
Or anything like that.
No, I
Where
mean,
did you
I
get
know
that
I'm
from?
talented. I know I'm musically talented. Probably, yeah.
Okay, so
not me.
4 instruments, all brass instruments, like what? Trumpet,
Baritone, trombone, tuba.
tuba.
Wow.
Be all right.
That's pretty. Those are the 3 instruments I can do.
Yep.
Okay, I'm impressed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not musical at all.
Me either. I mean, Wait, I was.
Wait, hold on. Let's turn it up again.
I'm good. You should hear me sing Madonna.
Oh boy.
Oh, yes, awesome. Like a virgin.
I'm gonna
Save
get
that for
you
the
on
next
tape.
podcast.
Yes.
There's
We'll
something to
all
look
dress like
forward to.
Madonna.
Well, thank you for being
Yes,
here.
thank you.
And we're looking forward to it. And one last
Thank
thing,
you.
cheers.
Cheers. Whoop.
Cheers. Cheers for a successful
Y'all go get your tickets. Go to the
event.
show.
Yes, we will be there with bells on.
Awesome.
Peace
Thank
out.
you.